Another onboarding. All right, let's move on. Bang! Bringing capital markets on chain with DTCC and Chainlink. So, Chainlink to the rescue. It's Chainlink to the rescue. Chainlink to the rescue once again, folks. Chainlink to the rescue once a fucking again. All right. So this article doesn't look so long, so let's get... All right, so DTCC, I should tell you who they are. First of all, they are a megacorp in terms of behind-the-scenes infrastructure. Like how you get your stocks, how you get your bonds, how you get your swaps, your futures contracts, and all that. Well, these guys provide the infrastructure for that. Okay? There's a lot, when you fire up your E-Trade account or your Charles Schwab account, yeah, well, there's 100 other companies behind that making it so that when you buy your Tesla shares, you own them, right? A lot goes on. Holy fuck, I don't want to get into all that, but a lot goes on, and DTCC is one of the major one of those. And we'll read about it here. We'll read about it. Let me get a sip and we'll move on. Like, these guys are infrastructure, right? They're not a bank. They're not a hedge fund or any kind of thing like that. These are the guys that provide all the services to the banks and the hedge funds and that so that the markets can work, right? These are mega in that. These are the Microsoft of that. Or DTCC is the Microsoft of that. A mega. And they're using what? Chainlink to the rescue. Look, it's Chainlink to the rescue. Always to the rescue. It's Chainlink to the rescue. Chainlink to the fucking rescue. And that's why Chainlink doubled up this week. Well, I'm telling you right now, when these Mastas, when their analysts see Chainlink, oh my gosh. I told you my price target for Chainlink is $142. That'll make them a $60 billion company. Are they worth more than that? You're fucking right. They are a lot more. Chainlink is going to be like a $300, $400, $500 token one day. And not long. Like, I'm not saying next year, but trust me, man, that shit. When the analysts see that, right, 90% of DeFi is Chainlink. All right, but let's move on. And shit like this, remember this. Chainlink partnered with Swift. Now, it's just a test, but Swift is using Chainlink. Right? What was it to transact with CBDCs and stablecoins worldwide, right? Between, central banks and between, the big boys, like the big dogs, central banks and stuff like that. All right, so remember that. Chainlink they're the masters. They are the masters. If you own Chainlink, I'm not telling you what to buy. This is only my opinion. This is not financial advice. But trust me, if you own Chainlink, don't be afraid to get more. But I'm priced out. You're not priced out yet. Look, I'm not telling you you're not priced out. You know when you're priced out, but trust me. Every penny you put into Chainlink, every dollar you put in will make you $1 more, $10 more at least. So anyways, though, let's read about this. It is increasingly clear that blockchain technology is likely here to stay, with 97% of institutional investors anticipating tokenization will evolve asset management processes and $100 trillion worth of assets in the U.S. that could someday move on-chain, right? Like, one innovation, I've never said this before, but one innovation that this whole blockchain space has done is, these tokens that we buy, they're really just shares in a company, right? Shomari, man, these aren't securities. They are securities. What else are they, you fucking idiot? What are they? They're securities. Token circulating supply times value equals market cap, fuckstick. Well, that's a stock. And what's cool is that the blockchain is going to allow us to, let me put it this way. I'm just going to say something like this. 5 years from now, you might be able to hold your Tesla shares on your Ledger Nano. Okay? Like that. Yeah. Like you have 10-year American bonds. Bang. You'll be able to hold them on your ledger. And when you want to trade them, you hook your ledger up to your broker and trade them. Just like how you do with crypto right now, right? I want to move a little VeChain around, or I want to move a little whatever around. I hook my ledger up, and then I fire up whatever wallet or whatever kind of little website, and it interacts with it. Yeah, that's how you'll have the option to do that. You don't have to do that. You know, a lot of soccer moms and dads aren't going to want to do that. That's an extra hassle, but you'll be able to do that. And so that whole thing about like being your own bank, well, you won't be your own bank, but you will have your portfolio in your hands, right? Like your ledger. Here's my ledger. Imagine this is a ledger. Yeah, I'll have my fucking my stocks on it, my crypto on it. Maybe if I'm a futures contract guy, I'll have my futures contracts on it. Maybe if I'm trading ETFs, I'll have my ETF stocks on it. Not stocks, but, whatever ETF, like that. Right? And you'll have your investment life in your hands, literally. Right? That's what tokenization is. Right? You're going to tokenize your Tesla shares. So, my shares will be right here. Not that you should be worried about, people stealing your stocks or anything, but you could, right? Like you could, you have your fucking whole investment portfolio on your ledger. Yeah, and then you move to Europe. Yeah, well, I don't have to fucking open up, I don't have to do all this other bullshit. I just open an account, plug in my ledger, and bleeps. There I go, right? We'll see how it goes in the future. I mean, this is futuristic shit I'm talking about, obviously. But it is what's happening, right? I mean, let me remind you, this is about, tokenizing regular markets. Okay, so let's move on. So, right, the anticipating of tokenization. All right, I told you. I used to tell you, tokenize your baby. Bang, barcode right on its booty when it's born. So anyways, though, I like that story. Anyways, so all this $100 trillion could move on chain. Rather than embarking on a wholesale rebuild of existing capital markets infrastructure, financial institutions are increasingly collaborating with innovative Web3 technology platforms like Chainlink to explore how capabilities can be embedded into their existing systems where possible, to accelerate the real-world impact of the blockchain technology in the global financial system. Our exploration in this space started with our collaboration work with Chainlink as part of Swift's interoperability project. So this was the thing I was telling you about. Chainlink partnered with Swift. Swift is testing in how to have all these different CBDCs and in the future, tokenized assets flowing through the system, right? And they were using Chainlink to do it. All right, well, actually, let's read right here. It looks like it. DTCC and Chainlink collaborate on Swift's blockchain interoperability project. Now, I know this is getting really down in the weeds, right? If you're here just for crypto, well, there ain't no more crypto. I mean, this is crypto, because this is how your market's going to be built. But if you don't want to hear the geeky stuff, just fuck off. I'll see you next video. I love you, man. Bang! So look, as a premier financial market infrastructure provider, DTCC automates and standardizes the process of financial transactions, mitigating risk, increasing transparency, enhancing performance, and driving efficiency for thousands of brokers and dealers, custodian banks, and asset managers around the world. They are the backbone. Well, one of the backbones of all this infrastructure. Right? Custody, you have to have custody. Yeah, but how does custody work? Yeah, through shit like DTCC. One of the cornerstones of success for DTCC and other financial market infrastructure, bang, providers, FMIs, like Swift, right? Swift is a a backbone of sending money from one bank to another, right? It's just how it is. Well, that's what DTCC is, but not for money, but for different shit, right? But it's at that level, right? The high-end level. Like SWIFT, has been the establishment of industry standards that allow a multitude of financial institutions operating on disparate systems and in different jurisdictions to conduct business in a secure and efficient manner, right? Bang! That's what SWIFT does. A bank in Nigeria can send a wire transfer to a bank in Brazil. A bank in Brazil can send a wire transfer to a bank in even Iran, right? A bank in Iran can send a wire transfer to France, right? That's it's a global system. It's a global, baby. And I want you all to read the book, One World, Ready or Not, by William Greider, and you'll understand what you're getting into here. So SWIFT projects explored standardization and blockchain interoperability by showcasing how financial institutions and FMIs can utilize their existing SWIFT connection in combination with Chainlink. So you see, this is the project here. They're showing how they can utilize the existing SWIFT connection in combination with Chainlink to instruct the transfer of tokenized assets across public and private blockchains. So, bang, tokenized assets, right? So tokenized Tesla shares, tokenized Microsoft shares, tokenized BMW shares, tokenized whatever shares, Chainlink CCIP was used on the back end by SWIFT to facilitate secure cross-chain messaging and token transfers. But I thought Ripple was going to do that. Get the fuck out of here. But Chainlink is. While DTCC served as a token issuer and central securities depository. So they deposit them and then they shifted them around, basically is what they're saying, on Chainlink. Well, sorry, on SWIFT, but using the Chainlink messaging, using Chainlink to do that, right? Because SWIFT is a messaging system. Anyway, though, but more specifically, DTCC minted and issued bond tokens. Oh, fuck. Compatible with Chainlink CCIP and distributed them to SWIFT's designated test wallets. So, right, it was just a test. Explore the SWIFT interoperability project in more detail in the new report, Connecting Blockchains, Overcoming Fragmentation, and Tokenized Assets. That's the future, right? Like I said, you're going to have your Tesla shares, your Microsoft shares, your Facebook, your Amazon shares on a ledger one day. And you'll plug into when you go to your, when you go to your Charles Schwab account or your TD Ameritrade account, you'll plug in your ledger, right? Like kind of how we do now, right? We plug in the ledger and then we get to fuck with the wallets. It's going to be the same, right? Your stocks, your bonds, and all that shit will be on a ledger. And the Charles Schwab TD Ameritrade will just be a user interface to distribute, sell, buy, sell, just like Coinbase, right? You go on there, you buy, sell, da-da-da. Yeah, it'll be like that. That's the vision anyway. That's what they're talking about here. Right? So our involvement in SWIFT's blockchain interoperability project underscores our commitment to staying at the forefront of FMI innovation and creating new opportunities for our clients to optimize their financial operations and achieve new value via digital technologies. Overview of how Chainlink CCIP interfaces with existing infrastructure, blah, blah, blah. So here's the flow chart. If you want to read it, go ahead. How much more of this? All right. Unlocking capital market interoperability. So let's read. So in recent years, it's become increasingly clear that FMIs like DTCC can play key roles in delivering robust connectivity to and across blockchains. Our desire to explore this capability led to a series of conversations with the Chainlink Labs team around how CCIP could potentially serve as a universal gateway. Universal gateway, right? Let that sink in. For interacting with blockchains for new and existing back-end systems, right? This is all the back-end shit. This is what makes it so you can buy a Tesla share and you get it in your account, right? This is all that back-end stuff. It's not the sexy stuff, but this is what makes the market work. And for Chainlink hodlers, look at the level of mastas that are using and trying to develop things with Chainlink here. Fuck DTCC, fucking Swift. Yeah, we're talking global, baby. We're talking global. I mean, look, Chainlink already provides 90% of data feeds for fucking DeFi. Yeah, well, that's just a little crypto shit. Swift, DTCC, this is the real world shit. The big boy shit. If you're a Chainlink hodler, I cannot tell you how happy you should be as I read this story to you right now. I know it's nerdy. It's not sexy. But if you know what Swift is and what DTCC is, trust me, it doesn't get sexier than this. It doesn't get sexier than this. This is the chicken. Bang! Right? You're even going to get a bang even before the story's over. So look, let's wrap this puppy up here. Blah, 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 to preserve a universally gateway for interacting with blockchains for new existing backend systems. Following the successful collaboration on the Swift project, right? Listen to these names. Swift and DTCC. These are the biggest of the big when it comes to how money just flows around the world and just how all of this stuff connects. Right? And remember this. I want you to remember what I'm reading to you. Right? This is a DTCC article. Right? This is the company itself writing about Chainlink. Right? This isn't Chainlink or some third-party bullshit little crypto website, kind of hyping the news or something. No, this is DTCC's website. Look right up here. Hold on. Can you see this? Oh, you can't see that. But trust me, it says DTCC.com and then the article name. This is the company itself bragging about Chainlink. That's what you want. Right? Remember back in the days, brothers, when Microsoft and Fujitsu was bragging about IOTA? That's what you want. Right? You don't want IOTA bragging about itself. You want to hear other companies bragging about IOTA. Well, that's what's happening here. Right? This isn't Chainlink bragging about themselves and how they could help a market. This is DTCC saying, fuck, we're using Chainlink to help get this shit rolling. Do you guys understand what I'm saying, right? The importance of what I'm reading to you here. And Chainlink hodlers, in my opinion, don't be afraid to accumulate. Just the opinions of the presenter. This is not financial advice. And so, look, okay, where were we? Like, that's how excited I am. Like, I had to break that down so you get what you're reading here. If you are a Chainlink hodler, the biggest of the big back-end infrastructure boys are using, testing, and will use, and are bragging about the possibility of using Chainlink. That's global infrastructure, global financial infrastructure, guys. So look, all right, let's wrap this puppy up. As infrastructure leaders in the intersection, so I'm down over here. As infrastructure leaders in the intersection of capital markets and blockchain technology, the collaboration between DCCC and Chainlink opens the door to a multitude of use cases that could redefine how the financial industry operates. Blockchain technology is beginning to yield results related to efficiency, liquidity, and transparency in financial markets. But interoperability continues to be an area of opportunity and need. Well, that's the beauty of Chainlink. Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of fucking blockchain you have. Chainlink will serve the chicken. All right? It doesn't matter. You need data on that, you little fuckstick? Settle down. I'm Chainlink. I got you. Right? It doesn't matter. That's interoperability. I said it from the street kind of point of view, but that's interoperability. You know what I mean? Right? Chainlink says, don't worry about it, fuckstick. I got you. So look, we look forward to working with Chainlink to uncover new opportunities to propel the digital asset ecosystem to the benefit of market participants and the broader industry. So bang! So there you go, brothers. Look! And if you want to watch a video about it, here you go. There's a video at the, like I said, in the description of this longer video, I've got the links for these stories, and you can come on down. And Chainlink hodlers, trust me, you want to watch that shit. Bang! DTC is a mega, as we just read, infrastructure. Right? And they're talking about, they can already see the future. What's the future? Tokenization of assets. Like I said, you're going to have your Tesla, your Google shares and whatever, along with your crypto, and along with your futures contracts, your bonds, whatever, on a fucking ledger. If you want. I mean, obviously, if you want to. So, bang! Chainlink hodlers, bang! Bang! Yes, bang! Yes. All right, let's move on to the last one here.